this evening for our Dominican Athletics annual banquet. We're going to take about 3 minutes just to let everyone get dialed in and tuned in here in case they're having any technical difficulties. So we will be back in 3 minutes. Thank you. Welcome, Penguins, family, friends, and fans to our annual year-end athletics banquet. This year, a celebration. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. It's an honor to get together and celebrate with all of you. Though this year looks and is very different, and it is unique and special that we can all come together still at this time and celebrate as one. This year, the department has decided to unite and align with the NCAA, Learfield, and the Pac-West Conference, and not award athletically based awards due to the spring season being cut short. However, we will celebrate the highlights of the year and recognize our academic team and our male and female scholar athletes of the year. Before we get started with the highlights, I want to take this opportunity to thank President Mary Mercy and Dr. Paul Roccanello for their leadership and unwavering support. I would also like to thank the banquet committee, which comprises of the chair, Associate AD Phil Blechygaard, Associate AD Spencer Shamo, specifically for all the video and media content, our faculty athletic representative, Dr. Leeds, for the academic awards, and Coach Yami Nolan for the gift boxes and all the stoles that went out to our senior athletes, and for representing the coaches. I also want to take this time to thank our coaches, our administrative staff, our athletic trainers, our volunteers, and our strength and conditioning coaches for their dedication, hard work, and leadership. But last and most important, thank you, student athletes. We are here to celebrate you and your accomplishments. Congratulations to all of you. You have officially made history. You are student athletes for the first ever department virtual banquet, student athletes with the spring seasons cut short, student athletes with virtual online classes, and campuses closing across the country, and all of pro, college, little league, amateur sports coming to a screeching, halting stop due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, that's what we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on what you will remember and the stories that you'll be able to tell. And here's some of the things you will be able to tell and that I've witnessed through the past month. You have modeled and you have exemplified flexibility, resilience, perseverance, bravery, and the utmost kindness during this time. I'm sincerely proud of all of you and look forward to celebrating with you this evening. At this time, please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Women's volleyball struggled early in the year. However, they had an impressive end against their rivals, capped by a win over Poland 8. The Penguins jumped ahead early in the first set, winning 25-18. The Hawks rebounded and fought off the Penguins in the second set, 29-27, before taking the third set, 25-16. Their backs were against the wall. The Penguins overcame deficits on their way to a 25-23 victory in the fourth set, to send it to a winner-take-all fifth. Once again, the Hawks built leads of 7-4 and 13-11 to put the Penguins on their heels. But our ladies responded both times. Men's soccer was bruised after a brutal first half of the season, entering a Hawaii trip in the bottom half of the conference at 1-7-1. Things would change quickly, however. Penguins outscored their Hawaii opponents 10-4. Then they returned to California to take on all three of their Bay Area rivals.
Baca back to Seamers. Seamers with a long ball in, coming out to get it was the goalkeeper. Now there's Rayleigh, and Rayleigh chips the
corner kick, even though it's a long throw and sent to the box, looking for Gumby, heads it back. Garcia, the shot and the save, and a rebounded shot and a goal.
Goal kick ends up at the feet of Christopher Barrios. Now into Roberto Garcia. Now Luke Lee going towards the top of the box. Not next his defender. Left-footed. So left-footed goal for Rayleigh. Really now back to Contreras in the middle. All looking like he could end up in the net. Shot by Contreras with his right foot. It's off the keeper, Mendoza, and Dominican win it back. Now the ball with Santillan, and he tried to get it into Olofsson. Good through. No call. And now Martinez. It's a good-looking pass in.
Penguins' momentum could not be slowed as they defeated their rivals by a combined score of 10-2. They rode their 7-game win streak into an important game against Concordia University of Irvine that gave them the chance for their first ever top 3 finish in the conference.
Shot is in! It's Luke Rayleigh with the bicycle kick for the single-season record. Gonna get a counterattack off. He's got Contreras out to his right, but he goes inside to Luke Rayleigh. Rayleigh with a shot, and Rayleigh scores!
The game went back and forth, heading into overtime, tied 2-2. Luke Rayleigh would soon cap off his hat trick with the goal to win the game.
Have a full-on shot. Play back and give the yellow card to Powers. Now Garcia with the ball. Good aerial pass to Rayleigh. Rayleigh's got a chance. He shoots. He scores! Luke Rayleigh gets back on his heels and falls on his back and celebrates the.
Women's soccer performed exceptionally this season. Alyssa Ramos led the way with 9 shutouts on the year.
Bailey Keyser. Now cross goes in on the corner. Kick, and it's in! Off the head, and it looks like it will be claimed by Kayla Kakawa. She came up from her center back position and heads into that near post. The Penguins win 1-0 in OT. Corner flag. Lexi Martinez runs up to take it, raises her arm, and sends it in. It's a ball with no real spin on it. It pings off a couple of players and ends up in the back of the net. The Penguins.
The season ended well as the offense found its footing with 3 goals against Notre Dame de Nemours.
Inside from the left side, just outside the box, gets it to Garcia.
Wow.
Garcia with a shot from distance, and it's tipped over the top of the bar by Ramos. What a save, and the game remains tied at 1.
Yeah, and I don't know, but you and I were talking about how a lot of the calls are discretionary. They're
Cross into the box, Bills, yes! Bills came running over from the left wing as a low cross. Serini really making life difficult for the Argos on that left wing, and she's being hounded by Enciso, and now it's in the net. Oh, Serini crossed it in. It went off the fingertips of Aguilar and went into the goal. I was able to recover.
Ramos was outstanding on senior day, recording 8 saves for the Penguins.
Grisham again, the shot, Ramos with the save. Flanovic cuts it inside, gives it off to Prado. She takes a shot right into the arms of Ramos. Morrison with control. She has a nice run. Shea putting on the pressure, crosses it back inside, poked outside to Burn. Her cross cut off by Ramos. That's just enough. Edward Marquez takes the ball away, crosses it inside. Bianchi almost a little too late going for the shot. Wampler, she'll take a shot, and it goes in! 1-0! Dominican!
Keflanovic turns the corner past Martinez, tries to get it through to Mattis, or rather Morrison. And as Morrison overlapping to her left, now cuts inside, doesn't give it to her, now goes to Prado. Prado is a shot from distance. Ramos gets down and saves it. A dive to her left, but looks like Keflanovic runs over it, then it's run over by Nickel, and Prado then plays it short to Keflanovic over on the left side, and now she's knocked down a couple of players on APU looking for a penalty. Cleared out, and now a long shot is taken by if she wants to go with a short pass, but I doubt she will. Here comes the cross, goes to the top of the box, headed by one of the Penguins, falls to Marquez, that's Aiden Marquez, clears it out with a header, Headed back in by APU, but cleared out by be taken at the end of
Gabriel Wempler's lone goal held up in the end, and the team recorded its first ever win over Azusa Pacific University on Senior Day. Congrats on another solid season. Men's cross country had an outstanding season, rewriting the record books, led by senior Bwai Dang, as well as an incredible performance by freshmen Stefan Mueller and Jacob Poter. In addition to the individual performances, the team had their best ever finish in the Pac West Conference Championship, finishing 8th. Women's cross country had a young team who showed a lot of potential this year and will look to improve off the 11th place finish at the Pac West Championship. Congrats to the team on a great year. Men's basketball also had an up and down year. Some highlights include a dominating second half performance that led to a 16-point blowout against Hawaii Hilo.
Harrison, the layup rejected by May. It'll be inbounded by the Vulcans, 20 seconds to shoot. Down low to Harrison, loses the ball, and Herbad is able to save it. Passes it off to Ragsdale. 3-on-4 in favor of the Vulcans, but Ragsdale will cut the defense. Thompson, Harrison feeds it inside to Vuksana.
Romeo Mays had a monster game on defense, collecting 5 blocks.
Harrison blocked again by away from each other.
Averbuck bounce pass down low. Jurovich wide open, Mays for the jam. Averbuck to Mays near corner. Bounce pass low. Lazar, hook shot, baseline. Penguins box to Ragsdale on the wing. Dribbles between 2 defenders, kick to the corner.
7 players ended up scoring 5 points or more for the Penguins.
Oracle. Here's Averbuck for 3. Off the front of the rim. Mays! The putback slam.
Deficit. Penguins don't score here, you have to keep it at that.
J. Will pull-up jumpers knocked down far side. J. Will 12, Mays 11. Averbuck far side, 3 is good. Good 9 seconds. Pump fakes, drives in, baseline glass. Count the pass called.
And Jalen Ragsdale finished with 16 points to lead 4 players in double-figure scoring.
5:05 to go in the game. Ragsdale brings it up, crosses over, drives in. Here's the floater. Good.
Days after a lopsided loss to Concordia University of Irvine at home, the Penguins headed to Irvine to look for revenge.
Mel White handling the ball past that screen. And another drive attempt by number 5, Romeo Mays. Shots missed, but recovered by Dominican. And a pass is recovered by 25, Sam Averbuck. And a shot. It's good, a 3. Want to pass down to the baseline. And 1 by number 5. He's going to try to run out the shot clock as much as possible to... Oh, nope, he's going to drive it straight to the last shot. 9 seconds now. And now there's a quick pass down.
The teams went back and forth for much of the first half, but a late run sent Dominican into the locker room leading by 5.
Pass down to number 45, Lazar Jurovich. Both guys down the lane by Lazar Jurovich, and Darius Lee with a shot. Blocked. Score is 42-41. Eagles up by 1. Oh, recovery by Jalen Ragsdale. Sprinting down the lane and lays it in for 2.
Takes the 3.
It's good. Number 2 on the court. They didn't get the play that they want, but Mike Mellinger's open for the 3. Shot looked good.
It looked
Bounced
really
out.
good. It bounced.
Recovered by Dominican. And
The Penguins continued to play well in the second half, building a 13-point lead before closing its first ever win against the Eagles from the free throw line. Women's basketball had an up and down season. Some highlights include a come-from-behind victory over Concordia University of Irvine, led by Cameron Figueroa's 10 points in the last 5 minutes of regulation.
Figueroa with a nice drive there to turn and bounce off her fingers. They go the other way. Lead stays at 3 for the Eagles. Under a minute now remaining. Penguins need to get a basket here. And number 14, Cameron Figueroa. 11, Eagles need a basket here. That's whose hands you wanted in. Just leaves it short. 75 minute, 30 remaining. 15 on the shot clock. Jerusha Payne with it. She drives left. She's able to get that one. 20, get out of it. Jerusha Payne now with it. She throws it back out. Figueroa drives, goes left. She gets the basket to fall. Eagles trail by 1 here. 78-79, 20 on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Rochelle going to attack. She thinks about it. Fulcher for 3. Oh, in and out. Penguins get the rebound. 8 seconds. Eagles have with 5 fouls. They run Laney James off the screen. They run Rochelle around again. Get it into Rochelle. Rochelle throws up the 3. Just short.
Jerusha Payne led the NCAA Division II in scoring most of the 2019-2020 season, but entered her final game in second place. She put the Penguins on her back the whole night to keep it close, finishing the first half with 17 points and 13 rebounds. She continued the onslaught in the second half to finish with 45 points and 23 rebounds. The 45 points raised her average back to the top of Division II, where she ended the year as the statistical champion. Lacrosse opened with wins over number 19 Arizona and number 7 Arizona State, led by Garrett Teagarden's 8 goals and 6 assists. They continued their momentum throughout the season on the way to a final ranking of number 16 in the country. 4 players named All WCLL. We can only imagine what kind of accomplishments the Lax team would have accomplished if the season could have finished. Congrats on the strong performance this year, guys. Men's golf had a tough year. However, redshirt junior Matt Fry was named Golfer of the Week after 11th place finish at the Bay Area Invitational. The men's golf team claimed their first top 10 finish at the Notre Dame Dina Moore Invitational before their season was cut short, as they seemed poised for a strong finish to the year. Women's golf dramatically improved this season, led by freshmen Ashley Pan and Claire Schubert. Claire became the first Penguin women's golfer to earn Player of the Week honors after a second-place finish at the Concordia Invitational, helping the team to 6th place finish overall. It's exciting to see what the future holds for a young Penguins women's golf team. Softball had a strong start to the season that was cut short. They went 5-1 at home and claimed a 4-2 record against Bay Area rivals. Allie Waltman's sacrifice fly capped off a walk-off win against Holy Names. And then she had a complete game shutout from the circle in Game 2 to complete the sweep. Mackenzie Schumacher led the Penguins from the plate, capping a remarkable career with a .400 batting average, a Penguins single-season record. Tennis started the season strong with close matches against many regionally ranked opponents. Their season was highlighted by an upset victory over regionally ranked Stanislaus State. Taylor Lim went 3 sets to get the deciding point, defeating her singles opponent 6-2, 2-6, 6-3 to set off the celebration.
Good evening, Penguin family. And now we'd like to recognize the 2019-2020 Chi Alpha Sigma Award recipients. Chi Alpha Sigma recognizes student athletes who earn a varsity letter while maintaining a 3.4 cumulative GPA throughout their junior and senior years. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the Dominican Athletics 2019-2020 All Academic Team. Marissa Mandave, women's basketball. Adela Damian Felix, women's cross country. Madison Beckett, women's golf. Cassidy Marquez, women's soccer. Alyssa Ramirez, women's softball. Taylor Lim, women's tennis. Hannah Wiles, women's volleyball. Romeo Mays, men's basketball. Brock Albee, men's cross country. Matthew Fry, men's golf. Jeff Farley, men's lacrosse. Logan Seamers, men's soccer. And the winners of the 2019-2020 Male and Female Scholar Athletes of the Year are Hannah Wiles, women's volleyball. Logan Seamers, men's soccer. Congratulations.
Thank you, Penguins. Thank you, fans. Thank you, friends. Thank you, family. Thank you, parents. Thanks all the alumni, faculty, and staff that joined us this evening. We hope you have an awesome, wonderful, safe summer. We're really looking forward and working diligently hard to get everybody back on campus in the fall. Looking forward also to celebrating our senior athletes and seniors here at Dominican over the next 2 weeks and leading into commencement. Sincerely, thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.